Welcome to Atelier Nest, where romantic charm meets timeless design. Today we invite you into the enchanting world of shabby chic, vintage and French country interiors, reimagined with elegance and light. If you love dreamy spaces, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more heartfelt home inspiration. Soft morning light dances across a limestone floor, warming the creamy plaster walls. Woven jute rugs cushion each step, and antique cherrywood contrasts against pale linen upholstery. The room feels sun-kissed and timeless, with shadows that drift gently, adding depth and quiet charm to this inviting French country interior. An open window reveals fluttering curtains, sheer and ivory, touched by an olive breeze. Terracotta tiles glow underfoot, while a gray linen settee rests near a marble bistro table. Earthenware vases and vintage tones complete the scene, casual elegance captured in a bright, welcoming embrace. The space breathes with effortless grace. A grand salon stretches with elegance, walls painted in soft cornflower blue. The parquet floor glows beneath golden light, anchored by a carved limestone fireplace. Tapestry drapes and velvet accents invite warmth, while antique mirrors and flickering sconces cast a dreamy ambience across the room's balanced and cinematic composition. The kitchen reveals refined rusticity. Creamy cabinetry and white marble countertops blend beautifully. Brass hardware and a ceramic backsplash shimmer softly under filtered light. Open shelves brim with vintage crockery, and copper pots gleam above. This is a space alive with history and texture, reimagined in a fresh, light-filled way. Nestled beneath a sloped ceiling, a toile-upholstered chaise lounges in serenity. Soft linen books line aged pine shelves, and a brass sconce flickers over dried blooms in a porcelain vase. Honey-toned floors creak gently, while every detail feels carefully chosen, delicate, cozy, and composed with soulful quietude. The bedroom suits in layers of oyster and sage. A mohair throw ripples on linen sheets, while carved oak bedside tables hold antique candlesticks. Sunlight floods through lace-trimmed curtains, casting gentle shadows across herringbone flooring. Every surface glows with softness, evoking peaceful luxury and the poetry of old-world calm. In the dining room, a fruitwood table glistens beneath a delicate crystal chandelier. Louis chairs, upholstered in floral tapestry, surround it in graceful symmetry. Chinoiserie murals shimmer subtly on mist blue walls. Through arched windows, manicured gardens beckon. The room invites candlelit evenings, filled with romance and refined French charm. quiet corridor stretches with sculptural grace. Stone floors guide the gaze toward niches filled with terracotta statuary and vintage oils. Plaster walls glow beneath aged brass sconces, creating rhythm in the shadows. This hall feels like a gallery, timeless and hushed, where every step is met with elegance. A sunroom bathes in natural light. A wrought iron daybed sits beneath arched windows, dressed in striped and floral cushions. Lemon trees and boxwood topiaries freshen the space. Flagstone floors and wooden beams complete the picture. A painterly space filled with air, scent, and the romance of Provence. Golden light pours into a living room crowned with beams. A tufted settee in taupe velvet reflects the warm hue, flanked by marble columns and bookshelves. Velvet pillows and antique rugs layer luxury, while olive branch urns stand quietly above the hearth. A still, cinematic composition captures rustic elegance. A powder room shimmers in silver and lavender. Hand-painted wallpaper frames a Venetian mirror above a carved stone basin. The glow from antique sconces reflects softly, wrapping the space in intimacy. Brass fixtures and fragrant blooms complete the mood, elevated and delicate, like a secret garden behind closed doors. A wine room evokes rustic sophistication. Arched stone alcoves frame oak racks lined with aged bottles. A reclaimed wood table beneath an iron chandelier gathers candlelight. Earth, leather, and vintage woods fill the air. Every surface tells a story, rich in depth, character, and the pleasure of time slowed. The entryway unfolds with grandeur. A limestone staircase curves upward beside almond-washed walls. A checkerboard marble floor guides the eye toward an antique console. Aged iron lanterns flicker overhead. The space feels noble yet warm, offering a graceful introduction to the home's romantic, old-world charm. Soft almond tones glow in a garden-facing salon. Linen drapes flutter gently near a carved travertine hearth. A floral settee and vintage cane chairs rest on aged oak floors. The atmosphere invites leisure, as light and fragrance drift inward from blooming roses just beyond the French doors. dressing room blends order and elegance. Misty sage armoires line the walls, while a velvet bench in powder blue centers the space. Hand-woven baskets sit below open shelving. A gilt chandelier gleams above. The scene feels like a French fairy tale, quiet, refined, and thoughtfully composed. Beneath a flowering canopy, a terrace welcomes. White linens drape a rustic table surrounded by rattan chairs. Wisteria sways in the breeze, casting shadows on old stone pavers. Glassware sparkles in the soft light. The scene glows with lived-in beauty, an invitation to linger and savor the present. A music room whispers of classic romance. Cream frescoed walls frame a gray grand piano, while a painted console holds crystal decanters. A faded rug anchors the space, and delicate plasterwork crowns the ceiling. The room is still, silent, waiting for notes to stir the air once more. A turret nook offers quiet intimacy. Slipper chairs and dusty blush encircle a round pedestal table with painted inlay. Embroidered linen curtains flutter against curved windows. Stucco walls bear the soft texture of time. Morning light filters gently, revealing every fold and flourish in a cocoon of comfort. A hallway opens to early sunlight. French doors frame a view of the terrace garden, and mineral-washed walls reflect the pale glow. An antique runner stretches below crystal fixtures. Carved moldings and oil portraits line the path. A graceful corridor, grounded in nostalgia, touched by the poetry of morning. A vaulted sitting room invites with tobacco-hued walls and fern-green velvet. A carved walnut mantel holds silver candlesticks, while porcelain-lined shelves glimmer softly. The scent of beeswax and old books lingers. The moment rests in perfect stillness, timeless, grounded, and rich with the charm of quiet luxury. Thank you for joining us on this visual journey through elegant, old-world interiors with a fresh, romantic twist. If today's video inspired your imagination, please leave a comment and subscribe to Atelier Nest. There's so much more beauty to share. Until next time, stay cozy and creative.